again. I mean, I'm trying to do the friggin' the climax of the thing, and this thing keeps on stopping. Okay, there we are. Back again, everyone. Let me just put this address in Facebook again. Just get myself right annoyed, and by annoyed I mean completely pissed off. I'm having so much fun. I look over and this thing is doing that. Anyway, all right. So I've killed General. Well, I didn't. They did. They killed everyone, and we're into the last conversation with Yes Man before the end. No.
So that's where I'll be, off making a few changes, and I guess I'll see you around.
Alrighty.
We accomplished a lot together. It was fun.
Yes, it was actually. Cool. All right.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life.
Good.
New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave.
Good.
Supporting the ideals of independence,
necessary.
the courier was recognized as the man responsible for a truly free New Vegas. He ensured Mr. House's tyranny was broken.
Yeah.
And neither Caesar's Legion nor NCR would ever gain control over New Vegas.
I wouldn't go with ever, but
Tabitha
for a
and
while
Rhonda
anyway.
went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them.
Really?
Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raul was never able to find peace with himself.
Yeah, that's because he
Eventually,
couldn't finish his
he
freaking
left the
quest.
Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
Once.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
The Brotherhood's open aggression along the New Vegas highways troubled Veronica greatly. Nevertheless, it removed all doubt from her mind that in leaving them, she had made the right choice.
There you are.
Eventually, she would take to the road, less in hopes of finding a new home than of leaving memories of the old one behind her.
Their leaders destroyed by the courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland.
Good.
Without the organization of Motor Runner,
killing
Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before.
That's not that much of a
Old
surprise.
Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
Arcade was tending to the locals of Freeside when he learned that Caesar's Legion had been defeated, and NCR was being pushed out of New Vegas. Though he found that independence for New Vegas was not all he hoped it would be.
Well, of course it wasn't.
Arcade did his best to help the locals govern themselves.
Good.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Goodsprings thrived.
Oh, nice.
More travelers stopped by Goodsprings on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
That must be
In the years following the
well,
destruction
too.
of Cassidy Caravans, NCR used evidence of the plot to blackmail the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. NCR enacted strict trade laws with little resistance, strengthening their supply lines and their position in the Mojave. Cass lived to see the courier bring down 3 armies, and by her count, that was 3 more than she'd expected.
Thanks.
She kept quiet about that.
Thanks for the confidence.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming.
Good.
There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
Okay.
Thanks to the Courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded.
Good.
Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused.
Okay.
Eventually, she parted ways with the Courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
Following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, Freeside came to be known as one of the more stable areas in the region.
Okay, good.
Ironically, NCR refugees found Freeside safer than most of the rest of New Vegas, where resentment still lingers.
Yeah.
Revitalized by Violetta's brain, Rex eventually learned to balance the memories of his old life with Violetta's experiences among the brutal fiends. His mind had difficulty adjusting, but Rex eventually found peace with his new, more vicious.
But I didn't do all the DLC.
Shaped up by the Courier's advice,
There's one
the
DLC I won't do because I hate
themselves
it.
during the Legion's attack on Camp
The other one I
Golf.
really like.
Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued
on.
to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense.
What citizens?
In the
I
weeks
saw like
that
10
followed,
people.
several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Okay, good.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the waste,
There were none
leaving
left
the
at
prison
the
empty.
correctional facility.
The
I killed
correctional
them all.
facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
After the majority of the Vault 19 powder gangers joined the Great Khans, the weaker members scattered throughout the Mojave Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
Though a few managed to erase their past, most never survived the journey.
I gave
After
them a
Hoover
chance.
Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice.
Yeah.
He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
Yeah, that's the best I was going to get with that. Okay.
Despite distinguishing themselves during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, the Rangers' victory was short-lived due to the Courier's interference. Chief Hanlon personally directed the evacuation of the Rangers to Mojave Outpost as they fell back into NCR territory.
That's fine.
Bitter over the waste of life in the Mojave, Hanlon stepped down from his post.
I knew he would.
After a campaign in which he denounced Oliver's and Kimball's hawkish, imperialist ways, Hanlon was elected as the Senator of Reading.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came.
Okay.
Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world.
I don't know what that is. Shadow is. Looks like
Because
it's Eddie.
war never changes.
Bethesda does ending screens and stuff really, really well, I have to say. Hi.
Sticking around for the attractions?
Goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, why is that stuck there like that? That's really annoying. Who are you? Oh, okay. You stayed with me, did you? Did that do it? Nope. Okay. What if I save it and just reload it? That might work. Nope. Nothing I can do with it. I'm gonna have to go back and play that all again. Oh well, that's okay. I don't mind doing that. I'll just do it off camera. Get rid of this stuff. Anyway, thanks for coming by, Dan. My next, I've got Skyrim is ready to go for my next playthrough, and this will be a complete playthrough. I'm going to play it. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just going to play it as I see it. So I'll be doing that either tonight or tomorrow. I might go and do the other DLC in this, because I do enjoy that DLC, the one where you have to go into the Divide. It's fun. Dangerous. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back later on once I get all this stuff straightened out, because I'm going to have to go back and replay that. You guys don't need to see all that again. So I shall return when I am finished with all of this. Everybody, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for the 50 subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. And we are done with the game except for one more DLC, I think. I really do want to do that other DLC before I go back into Skyrim, so I think I will. So, talk to you later. Bye now.